So I want to talk to you about a book called Nearly Roadkill. The subtitle is An Infobahn Erotic Adventure. I found it at a used bookstore last December, and I've been kind of obsessed with it since then. And part of that obsession is that I cannot find anybody else who's ever read it or heard of it. So I'm making this video to try to change that. It's co-authored by Kate Bornstein, the author of Gender Outlaw, and a number of other books better known than this one, and Caitlin Sullivan, who seems to be an erotica writer. I can't find a lot about her online, but she wrote a book called Caught by the Contractor about sex with a rugged contractor. So this is erotica too, but it's a lot stranger than Caught by the Contractor, I think. I haven't read it, but this is a weird book. The sex in it is all cyber sex. It takes place on the internet. It's the story of two kind of star-crossed lovers who find each other in internet chat rooms and have all kinds of creative, different sexual encounters together using fluid identities and fluid genders. And the big obstacle to their love is that in this book, to use the internet, you have to register. And when you register, you have to answer a series of questions, including what is your gender? And they use this information to target you with ads. So it's kind of like the real world. And so they don't want to choose a gender. They don't want to settle on one gender. So they have that in common. And so there are these outlaws chasing each other around the internet, trying to find each other with ever-changing screen names. The sex is really lovely, romantic. I think some of my favorite parts are just the way they describe smiling at each other. It's very sweet, and it's a very funny book. There's a police officer whose job it is to catch them, and when he registers for the internet, he fucks up and accidentally says he's a woman, and so he's humiliated throughout the course of the book by being called Ms. online. Also, just the number of fonts on 2 pages. I think that's 6 or 7 fonts. And it's just, they're all so gloriously 90s. This was put out by High Risk in 1996. What is there to say? Nearly Roadkill, an Infobahn Erotic Adventure. Ever since I've read it, I've been calling the internet the Infobahn. And I think times like these, it's time to get into cybersex. So join me, be the second person I know to have read this book, and let me know what you